Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Ben Ingram. Got my superstar producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
Yo.
What's good, little bro?
Hey.
Long time no hear from.
Yeah. Long time no hear from.
Man, hey, look, it's for real, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's for
It really
real,
is.
man. It's the weather, it's the up and down, the cold, the hot, the cold, the hot. We can't do anything about it, man.
No, and I hear that you haven't completely recovered from your bug.
I'm just the congestion is still strong on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. I mean, I don't have no lack of energy, no cough, no body aches, nothing like that. I've been good with all that. But the congestion still is I don't know, it's still there. Anybody got suggestions for congestion? You say I did that. Anybody got suggestions for congestion, man? Let me know. Cause I don't know why it's still lingering.
Yeah, I don't know about congestion. Unless it was a sinus infection or something you may have had.
Who knows, bro?
I mean, I still have like some, I think, phlegm in my chest, but other than that, no, I'm pretty good.
Now, what were you doing?
So
what were your symptoms?
So I just straight up had like flu symptoms. Like I had the fever. That was the very first thing that hit. So I dealt with that for like 3 days. And after the fever, it was like normal cold symptoms. So a lot of headaches and sore throat. But I think the sore throat came from being dehydrated. So I had to get back up, like, drinking more water and stuff. But yeah, now it's, let's see, about a week and 2 days later. And yeah, I'm still testing positive for COVID for whatever reason.
Really?
Yeah, I am. But I'm out of that whole flu phase of it. So now, I mean, I might cough like twice in a day,
Now people have their theories and, they conspiracies and thoughts and stuff about the testing positive. Now, when I first did, I took a home deal.
Same.
I tested positive like on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I tested again on like a Friday, Saturday, and it was negative.
Awesome.
So, but I don't know, man. I don't know. People say different things about the test and this and that. I don't know because I'm not. I don't pay enough attention to it like that. You know what I mean? I was
I'm
surprised.
surprised. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm still testing positive because my girlfriend who I got it from, she's testing negative. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, like I there's also that of I don't think I hear of it lasting long anymore. Like, in the very beginning you heard of like someone having it for like 2 weeks or whatever, or having to quarantine for 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since then it's been like anytime I hear someone get it, they got it for a day, 2 days,
Yeah.
and they're right back.
Now, how did you work with it? Was you up and down? Did you go work? Did you just lay down till you for 2 or 3 days, or did you test
Um
positive and just put a mask on and keep rocking? What happened?
I know I've been pretty much in my room for this whole time, basically.
Mm.
Yeah. Um. So
Did
yeah,
you
it's
did you
fun.
do any work? You didn't have the energy for that, or no?
This week was, so last week none at all. But that was also like the holiday kind of break. So like the week ended kind of early. That
Right.
But this week I think I've done a little bit, like mostly just getting back on emails and communication with people at work. But I mean, no, I haven't like taken a strong role. I haven't gone to work, that's for sure, because I'm still testing positive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah. So we see you sick. How did the little freeze, couple of freeze days? I mean, was you sick around that time? So you
yeah,
thought
yeah,
you
yeah. I was sick all through that. Yeah,
got okay. Now let me tell you about my freeze days, man. So my work truck was here.
yeah.
So I go out and I have a
Oh,
old
you
truck.
were working on those days.
Well, no, actually, we didn't work Friday. No, we worked Friday. No, 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 no. We worked Friday. So the freeze started on Friday.
Oh, I thought it started like
So
Thursday or something.
it may have started Thursday. Thursday started Thursday, right? So this is what I did. I parked my truck Thursday
Yeah,
from work. On Saturday, I went out. I said, let me just start my truck just to, start up. So I go out there, man, and it was, struggling to start. And I was like, it's cold. I ain't tripping. I'll just deal with it later. So
yeah.
I get out to walk around my truck, and it's all on the ground, everywhere,
Mm,
oil. So you got a
something
little
broke.
mechanic in you. Anytime you leave, you pouring out oil, it's not good.
No, not at all.
It's not good. So anyway, I mean that discouraged me so much, man. I just went in the house and it's just like this
Yeah,
is
because you can't look at
unbelievable.
it right then. It's cold and stuff.
Man, you can't look at it. I'm frustrated. Like, what the f is
Right,
going
exactly.
on?
Yeah,
This is a big portion of my livelihood. So all these things are going through my head, and so finally, Sunday, I believe it's Sunday, maybe Christmas Day. Yeah, I went back out there, man, and was able to kind of analyze it a little bit. I had a big crack, and I was like, damn, I hope I ain't cracked my engine block. Well, it turns out I cracked. It's what they call an oil cooler. It's where the oil sits in to keep the oil cool. That
oh, so
cracked.
that must be a plastic.
No,
No. Oh,
no, it's steel.
dang.
It was that cold, bro. It was that cold. Not to mention, I got an older truck.
Yeah.
So I'm dealing with that now, man. Had the truck towed to the shop Monday. Thought I had all the parts. Um,
Oh, you haven't been working since Saturday or Friday.
I haven't been working because my truck been in the shop. So while my truck is in the shop, I'm searching for another truck.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to buy a truck, fix a truck, and I'm just, it's just, and you know how it is, man. That's like I said, it's a huge part of my income.
Well,
So
huge, huge.
yeah, so and being an owner, I'm not making, I don't have any that part of money coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's just, that cold snap caused all that, man. It was nothing else. Because when I parked Thursday, I was fine.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Mm-hmm.
It is some, more time for you as a business owner. I'm sure you had more time to think about the other things that you're doing, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
even talk to your sons more.
Man, I
Like,
was with my son today.
yeah,
You're absolutely right. You hit the nail on the head, man. And that's actually what my point was. You right there. You can't let that lay on you, man, like a dead weight. You just find other things to do and be productive doing those other things.
yeah,
Work on some other things, some things you've been wanting to get to, hadn't got to. Visit with family, all the above, man. So that's kind of what I've been doing, brother. That's kind of what I've been doing. Why?
that's
Because
good.
at this point, I'm just waiting. It's
Yeah,
out of my hands. I'm just waiting.
I mean, it's already getting worked on though, right?
Yeah, it's in the
Okay,
shop
that's
as
good.
we speak.
That's good. That's good.
I thought they had all the parts, and they called me today and said they needed one more part. So I got to get up in the morning, super early, try to go find this part somewhere in Houston.
Oh, you're finding the part.
Yo, yeah, yeah. When you're in that position, when you're in my position, you never leave it up to the mechanics, man.
Mm,
Never, cause number one, they're not gonna work as diligently as you are.
right.
They're gonna make a phone call, and if they say I ain't got it, they're gonna keep doing something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear
And
you.
also, you don't know, what kind of upcharge they're gonna put on you. So you always find and buy your own parts. At least I do. Me and all my buddies, man.
Yeah,
Everybody kind of find their own parts.
that makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah, which brings me to this question right here. Everybody's been through it, and I was wondering this. I wanted to know. I wanted to put it out there. Um, we don't have anybody come in, man. We got anybody, just me and you.
Yeah, I mean, people watching, not commenting just yet.
Oh, mm. But I want to
But
make this out here.
they kick in like at least like an hour in into it.
Hmm. When you're going through something like all that I just explained,
Yeah.
you've been through things yourself. You and I have talked about it where you just wasn't in a good space.
Mm-mm.
You was working on some things that wasn't materializing the way you wanted them to. You just really was kind of, you wasn't in this great mood, right?
Right.
Um, when your other half, whether it be your lady or your guy, is trying to just, for example, hey, let's Friday go get some dinner. Let's go to the movies. Let's do this. Let's do that. Right now,
Yeah.
all of these things are going to cost money.
Right.
Correct. You're already complaining about money
Right.
that you spend, that you're spending. You're complaining to your other half about the money that you're spending. And your other half is suggesting, let's go somewhere and spend more money.
Heard that one before.
I mean, we all have, and everybody. I have my own thoughts about it, and I just was wanting to throw that out there and get everybody else's opinion, man, on should they be more sympathetic, or I mean, should they are they doing something right by encouraging you to come on? Let's just go spend more money. I know you spending a crap load of money,
Mm-hmm.
but let's go spend more money. Now, before
From
you answer this,
okay.
okay, I'm sure you'll have people say, "I'll pay for it." Well, if you go pay for it, why about you give me some money then? If you got the money to pay for a $200 night,
Yeah.
how about you give me that $200? Because right now I'm strapped because I got to pay this and this and this and this and this and this and this.
Right.
I don't know, man. What's your thoughts?
I mean, you kind of turned like you made an unexpected addition to that story where they kind of throw in, oh, well, I'll pay, let's just go out somewhere, I'll pay. Yeah, you kind of threw a curveball in there. But hear it from their mouth is they just oh, I just want us to go out and have a good time and take our minds off of this. And I'm like, that sounds all fine and dandy, but that's not gonna take my mind off of
Exactly.
anything I'm dealing with,
Exactly.
right? And it's take our minds off of this and let's go out and let's just go, I don't know, do anything. Oh, and then you say, well, why would I do that? And like, I'm not really trying to spend any money. And before they say the whole part about, oh, I'll pay for it, don't they usually say something like, oh, we don't got to spend any money. You don't hear that though.
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And then that confuses me.
yeah.
I'm like, what does that mean? We don't have to spend money. We
Right.
can't step out of this door without spending money
For the most part.
for the
Because if
most
you get
part.
in your car, you still spending money on gas.
Yeah,
You still
yeah.
running out of gas.
And what are we just gonna do? Drive up the street and
Yeah.
come back? No.
To
So
me, it's selfish to me.
yeah, me too.
To me, it's selfish. Now, I'm not saying that, you stop your show. I'm not even saying that. Some will say, if I'm going through something, we going through something. But I'm not that. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I don't feel up to. And like you just said, we don't have to spend money. It's about spending money. Then a lot of it ain't about spending money. I can't go nowhere when I got these things on my mind.
That too.
Because when I come back from where we going, these things gonna still be there.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm that much broker. My
Mm-hmm.
lady is took her money and did entertaining things.
Yeah. Like I can't. Okay, that's a good one right there. I can't leave a problem that has yet to be solved, go out, have fun, and come back and have that problem still be in the same spot.
Yeah,
Now it's one thing if it's getting solved or something and you're waiting on it,
yeah,
then it's like, okay, well, I got no choice. Let me go kill some time. Okay, I guess we can go out because you're not solving any problem. You know, this is the problems. You're just waiting.
yeah,
So no one wants to just kind of sit there and just you know, kind of groan about, moan about, you know, like while your truck is getting fixed. I mean, you might go out while it's getting fixed, but before it even gets fixed, talk about, oh well, let's just go out and this and then like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to. I don't want to hear that at all.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But again, if I've spent a crap load of money,
and then yeah, you're right.
if I've spent a crap load of money on a necessity, not to mention, we all know when things happen, unexpected things happen, you still got your everyday, every month stuff
Mm-hmm.
going on too that you still
Yep.
got to take care of.
Yep.
So this money that you're spending is in addition to.
In addition to, so let's spend some more.
Let's spend some more. I still got to take care of my rent. I mean, my mortgage, my light bill, this and that. Plus, I got to spend 3,000 on this,
Yeah.
and
which brings us to what you're saying. Hey, why don't you want to go out and you say you can pay and this and that? Why don't you just send that directly over here?
Yeah,
Why don't you just go ahead and knock out this bill or this upcoming bill? You
yeah.
know, yeah,
That that
that
that 200 you gonna spend on that since you got it, I could use it. I could
yeah,
use that 200
yeah,
because I'm a little short because all of the things I'm taking care of.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that option. That's
I mean, I like to know what the ladies think though, man. Because I mean, maybe we thinking from a man's perspective,
that's
and
true.
it's just how men think. Because I have buddies, man, cousins, buddies, stuff like that, that has said we've had conversations, and they said, man, when my funds not right, man, I ain't trying to go nowhere.
No,
I'm not trying to do nothing if my funds not right.
no.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is a man thing because I mean I've talked to young ladies before with that same subject, and they kind of just keep it pushing, even if the funds ain't right.
Yeah.
They just use less, do stuff using less funds.
I always had trouble understanding that, but I started learning, and this was years ago when I was having more trouble understanding how women could do that. What you're talking about. This was years ago. It's like I was having trouble understanding how can a woman in any type of financial situation continue going out and continue having like a good time, going out to the same place, same, going out to eat, going out to dance, whatever it is. Uh, how could she continue that? And what it is, what the conclusion I came to of just growing up is that men and women got different priorities. We got a different we have different things we care about. And as a man, of course, if we're going, let's just say traditional, right? Because
Mm.
let's just say traditional man. Uh, Protect, defend, build. These are traits that are ingrained in our head. Protect, defend, build. Um, Go get it to bring it back to the home to
Mm.
increase livelihood, survivability. Let's just say that. Women, on the other hand, they don't got survival instincts. I'm saying traditional because I
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
And Vince, I'm basically putting my foot in my mouth.
Mm.
But traditionally, their survival instincts are going out and seeking the one with the survival instincts.
Yeah. Um, and you may be right, man. I'd like to hear from
Yeah.
two or three of the ladies, man. But I'm with you, man. Don't get me wrong. I like going out just like the next person. But if I got things I have to take care of, um, like in my for example, like my truck being down. I mean, I'm possibly. I mean, I've been probably come off a crap load of money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely, I'm definitely not in the mood to, this New Year's could probably come at a worse time because I'm definitely not in the mood to be partying. You know what
Right.
I mean? I mean, I'm not down in the dumps or nothing like that, but I'm just focusing on taking care of my business,
Exactly.
get my business taken care of, and partying on the New Year ain't part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Because if I'm on rock star party, then I'm definitely gonna spend some money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like I said, man, I'm not opposed to your partner or whatever going on with doing what they do. Um, you know, but like you said, because you know, we don't think the same.
We
So
don't.
I don't expect you to be sitting around, you know, with your arms folded, cause I got mine folded, cause I feel like, yeah, let me get through this first before I can, you know, get back out there
Right.
and get it started like MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel that way? So yeah, let's say you're putting, kind of entertainment on hold because you got something more serious going on. And um what you typically would do in entertainment, it's not like, let's say okay, your finances, they're okay, they just could
Mm-hmm.
be, it's just your focus is there right now because of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And typically when these finances are flowing right and everything's paid up and you're working with this surplus that you love so much,
Yeah.
you're you when you go out, you do certain activities, or you go out at a certain level, let's
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel this way? Because I do. If I can't go out at that certain level, if I have to go out at a lower level, or
Yeah. Yeah.
just go out just to go out,
Right.
I don't see the point.
I don't either. I'm with you.
I
I'm
don't,
with you.
I don't see the
I'm
point.
with you. When I go out, I like, and I go somewhere. It's mandatory that I valet. It's mandatory that I valet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just using something that's just simple, and
yeah,
everybody know.
yeah,
It's mandatory that I valet. Anywhere you valet in Houston is probably $20,
yeah.
straight off the muscle. So, yeah, I'm not going out and parking my stuff on the back row because I just got to be there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
And if, you wanna go in and you wanna buy a few drinks, you whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not going in and limiting myself just to say I was there.
Yeah, because then that's just reminding me of why I shouldn't or don't want to be out here.
Yeah, yeah,
Cause I know what I'm looking at. I know what I would be doing or what I would be ordering to my table,
yeah,
or you know,
yeah,
how I would be walking in and out of this joint, like you said, valet.
yeah.
But if that changes up,
Mm-hmm.
then why am I what?
Right. Yeah, you gotta
Why?
sit. Sometimes you gotta know when to sit it out, man.
Wh-
Sometimes you gotta know when to sit it out. The lovely said that's how men think. Uh, she said even if a woman is broke, there's always a man willing to pay for her drinks at the club or dinner, so women don't think like that. That
That's
is
kind of what I was saying.
horrible, man.
That's what I was saying.
That
They go
is
out seeking, right?
a horrible, horrible perspective, man.
And they don't even have to seek it. It's that far where it's not like they go out and they have to seek it. But I'm saying they come from a seeking, core of when they go out, they're finding the one that will pay. They're finding that the man that is out there, the man that is out there.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? I mean, we
yeah.
go out. No one's paying for us. We're not
No,
finding a that woman that's gonna pay for us.
no,
We
none of
go
that.
out finding the one to pay for.
Hmm.
They go out finding the one to pay for them. We go
Yeah,
out finding the ones that we can pay for.
yeah. What is KV saying? You feel up to it? That's a long one.
KV said, so basically, in a relationship, one person is broke and the other has extra funds. In any relationship? And you're saying the one with the fund. Oh, so this is just her example.
Hmm.
Um, and you're saying the one with the funds should pay the other's bills instead of going out. One, is the financial strain known by both? Um, sure, yeah. Let's say yeah. The
Hmm.
financial strain is known by both.
Yeah, because
Two,
you explain
mm-hmm,
most of the time. You explain to your partner what you're going through.
exactly. They
Yeah,
know.
they know. Yeah,
Two.
Whether it's a financial strain, whether you know it's a financial strain or not, just by somebody disclosing, damn man, I got to do this and this and this and this and this.
You at least know that.
Yeah, you should have the empathy to say, damn, you got to do a lot this month, huh? Yeah, yeah, I got to do that, and this happens, so I got to do this too. So I'm out of extra 2 or 3 thousand, and even if you know this person to be sitting on a crap load of money, you still want to have it's common courtesy, I think, to say, okay, this is you had to go above me. You had to do something different this month. So, let me. I got a little extra.
Exactly.
Would you? Would this help you?
Would this help?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can
Not
I help?
right. Can I help? I mean, once that person discloses to you that all of this extra crap is going on, this happened, this broke down, I got to get this fixed. I lost my phone, I had to get another phone, so I had to spend money on that. That's when you step in and say,
Let's go out.
exactly.
Nah.
Well, how about let's go and spend 200 on some dinner? Really? Go ahead, BJ. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Number two, she's asking, did they ask for help or wait until the offer was extended to go out? I don't really get that. That was like two questions in one.
Yeah.
Uh, but she says at the end, she said, people, mostly men, won't open their mouths and say they need money from their significant other. I mean, that's true.
And she's absolutely right. A lot of men won't
Yeah.
open their mouths and just verbally, physically say, "Hey, can you give me some money?" But come on now, no, everybody has enough sense. I mean, we're some smart people. If somebody is telling you, you know, I got to pay this tax season, I got to pay for this property, for this property, for this property, I got to do this. My vehicle broke down, I got to get that fixed. Your partner is going to disclose you. He or she is going to give you all of that. They're going to let you know all that they're going through. And
Yeah.
after all they tell you they're going through, if you still don't have if it still has to be said to
Generosity, the generous
the
giving
generosity,
mood.
if somebody still has to say, can you, will you don't need to be there.
No.
You don't need to be there.
On either side, for men or
On either
women.
side, no. Because if somebody is, I got this and this and this happened and this happened, I'm gonna say, well, damn, I mean, I can help you out if you need me to. I
Yeah.
can help you out. You need you let me help you out. Here, just
Yeah.
take this. That's what needs to be said. Not,
And does the man need to ask?
I don't think so, bro.
I mean,
The man don't need to ask,
the woman doesn't need to ask.
and the lady doesn't need to ask.
So
Nobody needs to ask because you hearing me. You see me.
yeah, you
You
see me.
yeah, you see, like, damn, you see it. That's hard to cover up, man, when
Yeah.
literally going through something.
Now that right there might just be one of the greatest signs of knowing whether this person should be around any longer. If they see you in any type of struggle and don't acknowledge it at
Mhm.
all,
Yeah.
any type of struggle, they see it. You know, it doesn't matter whether they're oblivious to it. Like it has. I mean, okay, it has to be. It can't be one of those things where it's like, girl, you ever had a woman get mad at you or something, and you're like, dang, I didn't even know you were upset. Like I can't read your mind. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, okay, it can't be something like that. But let's say something pretty obvious, reasonable. Come on, let's talk reasonable here. Like
Mhm.
you're reasonably going through something. She knows you're going through it, or he knows you're going through it,
Mhm.
and they say nothing, or as a matter of fact, they do even like the opposite of saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They want to do more activities that put you even further in
Further
the
strain.
negative or
Yeah.
strained or stressed. I mean, that might be one of the biggest signs right there. Like, this is not
Yeah.
a generous giving person. This
Hey,
is
bro,
not
that's
a
a turnoff.
that's turn off.
Yeah, that's
You
a
can't trust
turnoff,
that.
man. Yeah, yeah. If you telling somebody, damn man, I got this going on, I got that going on, then they say to you, damn, that's messed up. And then in the same instance say, you think you give me help me out with something? What?
Get to
Ooh.
stepping.
Oh my goodness, man.
Hey,
The lovely
speaking.
says not
Oh, no, no, that's
horrible.
cool.
It's the truth, and they don't have to seek it. There are just some people who are willing to do it. Xavier clapping her hands. KB says sorry, but I don't agree with women not thinking about not having money because men will pay. When my funds were low, I do the same thing. You all said not going anywhere, not go anywhere. Okay, so Kavana said she agreed with us. If her funds are low, she's sitting still.
Vince, can I ask you something about KV?
Sure.
You ever I I personally never saw the movie, but there's something that our guy Steve Harvey came out with. The movie, what was it? Think Like a Man, Act Like a
Mm-hmm.
Woman, or was it just Think Like a Man?
Think like a man.
Okay, it wasn't Act Like a Woman. Okay, it's just Think Like a Man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, KV comes off as somebody that thinks like a man. She seems a lot more practical, a lot more um not saying that women can't be practical, but just
Mm-hmm.
the way we think, she seems to agree with a lot.
Yeah. I mean, she's not faking, man. She is that. I mean,
Which
you
I would
know,
say isn't the norm.
well, I mean, I know a lot of ladies from that area that kind of think like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Is it just the
so I mean,
area
they're hard
or
workers, man. You know, they're hard workers. They're moms, um, and their partners. I mean, you got my back, I got your back type of ladies, man. You know, so I mean, she's not. She don't do a lot of faking. You know, a lot of stuff she does. I think she needs to go back to the drawing board. But most of it, like that. Like if her funds are low, I mean, because you have ladies, man. Like the lovely said, with low funds, that will still get dressed up, go out, and just be like, I ain't got. I find somebody to pay for me.
and that's what I'm used to seeing. So is this just how East Texas is? They're just
I
raised
don't. I
differently?
mean, you got some East Texas ladies that does that as well. But then I think it just depends on the ladies, man. I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
because in Houston, in the city, I don't see much of this survival mentality. I see a scarcity mindset with women.
Right.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I need more.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
of whatever it is.
Yeah. I just think it just depends on the lady, man. I don't think it's necessarily an area or whatever. I just think it depends because there's a lot of ladies from Houston, man, that go get it, and they feel the same way. I got bigger fish to fry than right now than going out seeing who I can get to buy me some drinks. So
Hmm.
I think it just depends on who you are.
Hmm.
The lovely says, what if your man constantly says that you can't help me, you can't help me, you don't have enough money, so do you still offer?
Man constantly says you can't help me. You don't have enough money, so do you still offer? Oh, I've never said that to to
To
anyone.
anybody?
I've never told anyone they don't have enough money to help me. But I don't know. Then again, maybe she's talking, baller status, baller problems. I don't know, but
Well, I think, man, it just depends on what it is. Maybe on some scales, she can help, but then maybe on other scales, maybe he feeling like it's just too, it's too much. So I don't know. Maybe he just needs to just say, hey, what it is, and maybe she can help. Maybe just need to say, well, I need $20,000. Then if she can't help, then what?
then I guess you could keep saying she can't help. I don't know.
you
You don't got
know,
enough. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, but maybe he should just keep saying what it is and what he need, and who knows?
man.
I don't know.
She might pop out, running from the bank, talking about I
May,
got your 20,000 right here.
may. Uh, Xavier said, look at their situations, especially the parental struggle. Celebrate, but no show booting hurrah, KB. I worked with women in the early years who had that. I have $5, but someone will pay for me to get in and my drinks. So yeah, Xavier says she's witnessed that firsthand. I don't
Uh-huh.
see it. I mean, that's a lady. That's a ladies thing, man.
Yeah,
Some ladies do it. Some ladies don't.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean, but it's a fact.
It
I've
is a
heard
trip.
several ladies say that they would go out with no money
That is a
and
trip.
not have a concern in the world.
Yeah,
I think, to me, I think it's despicable.
yeah.
I just think it's despicable, man.
Because of that expectation.
Because of that expectation, and to me, I don't know. I guess it's just depends on if you want to get in and play the game. Because I
Yeah,
think at the end of it, it's game. If you go
yeah.
out, if
It's a
you go
game.
out already knowing I don't have no money, but I'm good. I can go in
You're
there and
playing a
have
game.
conversation, you know, bat my eyes, talk to this guy, and I'll get some drinks.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping.
Because the truth is, you're not good.
Right.
It's a game of luck, like you said. It's a game, and
It's
you may
game.
constantly win, but it's a game that you're playing. One of these nights you ain't making into that club.
Yeah.
One of these nights you ain't getting no drinks.
Yeah.
You know. Uh,
And then I think it's a bit of an arrogance there, man, because I'm pretty sure they're basing it off of their looks.
yeah,
And I mean, I know I look good, and I know this, and I know that.
yeah,
Um, I've had conversation with several women who get down like that, and none of them was unattractive. I've never
right.
had a conversation with an unattractive woman to say that. Now I'm sure some of them feel like they can pull it off, but the better you look, the better chance you have at somebody else sponsoring your night.
The better
It's,
you look, the luckier you feel, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. Instead of just sitting your ass at the house because either you don't have it or you don't want to spend it.
Mm-hmm.
One or two. Um, KV said you don't see them, BJ, because they're at home saving or getting their money up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see
Beloved
them
said,
because I'm at home saving or
yeah,
getting my
that too.
money.
Yeah. Beloved said, I think there's a difference in city girls and country girls.
That's what I was
Uh,
trying to see.
yeah. Beloved said also, I can tell you in my 20s and 30s, I have been out with $0 in my pocket and someone foot the bill and I wasn't looking for it. I don't go out much these days, so I don't think it's the same. Hmm.
Well,
Yeah. Xavier said, I think that comes out the wrong way. Number one, when I said struggle, meaning all them bills hitting Christmases around the corner.
mm,
No showboat, then things are good. Uh, that's why I gave KB a hurrah, because she knows how to have fun on pennies. No offense.
have fun on pennies. Someone needs to teach me that.
Yeah.
I know that's an exaggeration.
You can't have fun. I don't think you can. Well, unless you do it like some of the ladies we're talking about in the club,
Oh, right,
you
right,
can
right.
have fun and not have no money, like what the love was saying. But
This, Vince, I swear, I'm on the hunt for it because I've had too many people tell me you can have fun without money. I'm still
mhm.
waiting for someone to come by and tell me and give me at least a list of 3 things that make sense to me of what
Mhm.
I could do. So when Xavier said that, hooray, she knows how to have fun on pennies. I'm like, uh-oh, is there like is the elusive person here? Cause I have yet to have someone give me,
Explain to you how you can do that.
yeah, how? I want to know. I
Mhm.
want to know.
Mhm. Mhm. The
Folgers
love
and
is
creamer.
so what if she can get six of the 20,000? Does that help? Oh yeah, definitely. She
Hey,
can come up with six of the 20K. Yeah,
hey.
that definitely helps. Folgers and creamer, BJ. I don't know what
I
they
don't,
talking about with
I don't know
that.
what that means. Some coffee, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had so much fun just hanging out. We had so much fun just hanging out at my Gmo house and the parents around the table, coffee and cigarettes. The kids were outside. Oh, she's talking about at home.
I mean,
Yeah, we have fun at home, X. We talking about going out.
yeah, just leaving the front door.
Right. Getting dressed up, going out, hanging out. Love says some people would call that pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege.
Yeah, the ladies who go and don't need no money and um I mean, man, it's some of them get pretty bold about it. Some of them get pretty arrogant about it too, BJ. I don't know if you have talked had conversations with some of these. I ain't gotta spend no money when I go out. I've had
Uh-uh.
conversations with some, and some of them can get pretty bold.
Ooh, you've been up and close.
Oh yeah, I've known some. Back when like I told you, I used to do massage, so they would sit around and talk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you would hear it, man. You would hear
Mm.
how. Oh yeah, I mean, they would be talking amongst themselves about how. Oh, I don't even take no purge with me. I mean, it just swagged out. I mean, to the point where I'm like, man, let me get my ass out of here, man. Y'all
This-
pissing me off.
Look, I done landed in the witch's den.
Yeah,
I done heard
I
a
mean,
conversation I wasn't supposed
they
to
get to
hear.
hitting them martinis, man, and and get to talking noise, and yeah, girl, I ain't take no money with me. I
Mm,
already knew they were gonna take care of me all night. I said,
mm-mm,
God dang,
mm-mm.
man.
No, I've only heard conversations that those types of women would have,
Mm,
whether that was podcasts, whether that was comedians making fun of it, whether that was me, just seeing like a woman in passing because I wanted to hear her whole conversation, but say something along the lines of that, like, "Girl, I don't need no money," or blah blah blah, or why do you need your wallet, or something like that. Like I've heard, all that enough to know that it exists in a serious and very real way.
yeah,
But unfortunately, nah,
yeah,
I don't. I've never had to come up and close and personal with one. Never
yeah,
had the danger of being grabbed from the cage. I said stay away from those bars.
yeah, yeah. The lady said, I've had men offer to take me out, and I had no money and went out and had a great time. I mean, yeah, now that's different. When a guy offer to take you out, you don't have to have no money. He's offering. I mean, he's taking you out. So I mean, he ain't taking you out saying you better bring some money with you.
Mm,
Yeah, so that's something totally different.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, hey man, great feedback. I liked it. I liked it. I want to say this real quick. They've been talking at North about Dion, like we know, and I just want to put it out there. Bodine, I don't know if you heard this, man. Ed Reed is agreed to head coach, be the head coach at Bethune Cookman. Ed Reed is not as popular as Dion, but he's right there. He's right there. So yeah, I'm happy about that, man. Ed Reed, another big name guy, ex NFL player, Hall of Famer. He's going to be coaching at Bethune Cookman. So
And Bethune
yeah,
Cookman.
so Dion did his thing. Now he got more guys, going in the SWAC, Southwest American Conference to come to coach. So that's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Love said, BJ, go to the club before 11 o'clock. It's free. The music is good. The club isn't crowded yet, so you can dance on the dance floor by yourself. Then someone will offer to talk to you and buy you a drink. She sounds like she got the pedigree, don't she?
Yeah, and I hope that wasn't advice for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's something. I
Have
heard
you?
this.
Well,
Go ahead.
no. I was just gonna ask you if you saw that video of Deion Sanders and Shannon Sharp. It was an interview.
Yeah, with the
No?
toe. You
Yeah,
sent
with
me.
the yeah, with the
Yeah,
toe.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
you
Yeah, Prime had. Yeah, I've been knowing Prime had to get his toes cut off.
so what do you
I mean,
think?
he had a bad infection though.
Yeah, that's awful.
They was talking about taking off his leg at first.
Yeah, yeah, I heard in the interview he was being serious. I wanted to
Oh yeah,
ask you what you thought about Shannon Sharp, and I know they're boys, so
yeah. Well, they cut up like that, man. So I mean, it wasn't nothing fun. Uh, yeah. Yes, I said we have the same grade. Yeah, it wasn't nothing fun. I thought it was awesome, man. I thought it was awesome that Dion. That was Dion first time showing that. Rich
yeah.
ass. He get that massage every day, man. 2 or 3 times a day.
Dang,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dang,
Every day, 2 or 3 times a day.
that's wild.
Yeah, yeah. He said you got to have it for the circulation. Dion trying to hold on to that foot, man.
Rich.
Yeah, yeah. He's a rich guy, man.
Does
He's a
he
rich guy.
does he even limp? Cause that's all
Yeah.
he does.
Shit, yeah. You
Oh,
you gotta you gotta catch him after he's been on it for a while. He limps real bad.
mm,
Real bad. Yeah. Yeah. Limps real bad. When he first get on it and get warm, he kind of good. But once he get going and it gets into the day, he
yeah,
limps real bad.
that's rough. How you can be in that great of shape and
Hmm.
just an infection or ugh,
Yeah.
man,
And it started with turf toe
turf
on the
toe.
football. Yeah.
So that's a because I hear you said turf toe. So that's like a
That's
football
something you get on
related,
the turf. Yeah, that's a football injury
huh?
that you get and you can't get rid of. Yeah.
Is turf toe an infection or is that
No,
like
no.
he
Well, I
broke
mean, a
his?
lot of times they can cure it, but for whatever reason, I think Dion had it since 2016 and never got it taken care of. And then it just got progressed and got worse and worse and worse
Oh, it's a
until it got so
sprain.
bad they had to take his toe off.
Oh, it's a sprain.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So he just kept playing on it, playing on it, playing on it.
wow.
And instead of getting it, medical attention or whatever, he just kept playing on it. He might have stuck it in some ice or something like that, but I mean, it was bad, man. It was bad. So now he's in the situation he's in now.
Yeah.
He wouldn't trade it
Look,
for nothing.
I don't know if you know my stance on that. I would
Mm-hmm.
say give me a whole new foot, robotic foot. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm not walking around with no fifth big toe. You're cutting the whole thing off from the ankle, and you're giving me a foot. I'm telling, I'm not doing it.
Damn. Yeah, I think you think different once they get to cutting your damn foot off. Man, I saw this video of the day of this young lady, and it moved me, man. And it made me think about some things. It was a panel of parents that was talking about how they raise their kids, some of the different things they do, some of the different disciplinary things they do. And it was about, let's say, 4 or 5 couples. It's about 5 couples, man. And so this young lady got up in the audience. She had to be 14, 15. And they gave her the mic and let her talk. And man, she had everybody's attention. And BJ, I wanted to talk to you about this, man, because it kind of goes off into this mental illness thing. Maybe some of these things where these kids are running away, some of these things where these kids are committing suicide and stuff like that. So I didn't send it to you, little bro, because I knew you was down in the dumps with you being sick. But basically, the young lady got up, man, and she spoke so powerful that I started thinking about how I raised my boys and some of the things that I chose to do. And basically, she was saying that, you know, it takes a lot to raise kids. She said a lot of times we as children, we'll look how you as a parent act around me. We'll look how you, if I do something wrong, we'll look how disappointed you are. We'll look at your body language. We'll listen to some of the things you say, and how you yell at me or how you turn your back on me. Or we'll even hear you talking to our dad, our grandmother, our auntie or whatever about me. She said that parents don't realize that most kids um, want to make them proud. She said, but when you get to saying different things about the kids, she said even body language. She said it makes us feel like you don't want us around. Sometimes it makes us feel like that. You know, I didn't ask to be here, or maybe if I'm not here, it make your life better. Because I just really want to please my mom, and I can't. I keep disappointing her. I keep getting bad grades, and she keeps yelling at me. She keeps having to punish me, um, and so you get to the point to where you get to, you know, why just get out of her way? You know what I'm saying? I'll just stay out of the house, or I'll just not be here anymore because I don't want to be a burden to my mom, you know.
Yeah.
And man, she talked and talked and talked, man. And I was just like, wow, man. And she was saying how they just, parents just don't realize how much attention the child pays to you. You know what I mean?
Some
And
people, man,
yeah,
some people, the way that they can break something down, and this is coming secondhand. Like, this is you telling me what she said, but I
hmm
mean, I can literally go back as I'm hearing that and remember times of, looking at how my parents would say something, or
yeah,
whether it's to each other or to me, and wanting to, like my actions would be like based off of their reactions.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
And then them may be arguing, and it's about her or about you,
Right. Right.
and she's feeling like they wouldn't be arguing if it wasn't for me.
Mm.
And a lot of kids take matters into their own hands, man. That's when you get the runaways and the
Yeah.
and the ones who join the gangs and stuff like that, because they be trying to get out of their hair. They be trying to um they thinking they be trying to let you off the hook as a parent.
Mm.
You know,
Yep. Yep. Wow.
and it, like Xavier saying, that we see that video with the girl, the lady cutting the girl's hair. I don't know if you saw it. I don't even know if this is the same one, BJ. But just recently, maybe last week, a mom cut her baby's hair off on and videoed it, man.
Like bald?
Man, this girl had long locks, man, to past her shoulders. She took the scissors, man, and just cut each one up to where this girl's hair was just this long, man, all the way around. And was talking to her, and she's going and being fast, and cause she thinks she's so pretty, so I'm gonna just cut this hair off. I am not a fan of that crap, man.
I don't get what's so serious to punish a child like that. Like that's now, I mean, there's like a level, right? There's a level. I don't get what's so serious to punish a child like that. I mean, you wouldn't do that to a grown person because it's disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
You may not see it as like punishment or something like that because this is obviously a grown adult. No one cares that much, But imagine that disrespect. Now,
Mm-hmm.
kid, this is way further than disrespect. I mean, in a little girl,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful long hair. That's her identity.
Mm-hmm. That's why she did it. That's why she did. I'm cut off what you love, what makes you look. She's telling that baby, I'm gonna cut off what you think makes you look pretty. What everybody think makes you look pretty. I'm gonna cut your hair off.
And expect you to just like. There's a lot of times, as you want to tell your kid, hey, just move forward, just continue, just keep living.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that serious. But to expect them to know how to navigate that, I mean, that's not some typical kid problem you're throwing at her.
Right.
You're throwing a like a seemingly a very adult situation at this child by cutting her hair off.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's. I mean, you're literally trying to humiliate her.
Literally.
You're trying to embarrass her, man. And I don't get the discipline in that.
No, there isn't. There isn't. It's not at that point. It's just like you said, humiliation. At that point, it's just. I mean, you're bullying your own kid, 100%.
Right.
Outside of that, there's nothing she can learn from that. What did I do to deserve getting my hair cut off? She'll never be able to rationalize, and if she does, it's just gonna mess up. There is no rationale there, so it's not like. I don't know. That's just. I saw a video of a little girl that. What are whip shots? Do you know what whip shots are?
I don't know what a whip shot. I don't know.
Well, anyways, this little girl was opening her presents on Christmas Day, and the mom gave her these like empty boxes to open. Because apparently the night before the little girl got into something that she wasn't supposed to get into, and I mean, like, she's probably like 6, I don't know, 7, I don't know, and you should just see, it's just the way the mom is talking to her, and she's like, and yeah, she uses the whole thing about, Santa, look what Santa brought you, didn't bring you nothing because you're a bad kid, and like, I'm like, dang, like, I don't know, she's going really hard for whatever reason. I don't know. Right. And it was kind of the same situation as this, where I'm like, I don't see the discipline in that, There's people in the comments that are like, well, just tell her she can't play with her gifts or something until, she's done with punishment or whatever. But like, to just kind of make her feel like, I don't know, you should have saw the video. It's basically kind of like the same as her cutting off, the girl's hair, except it was as traumatizing to the child, the way she was talking to her. Yeah. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't agree with it, man. Not one bit. Not one bit. Not with the hair cutting and this and that, man. And I think like Xavier is saying, that the little girl was, being fast, You know what being fast is like,
Growing up, doing
yeah,
things you're
like,
not supposed to be doing when
well, I
you need
mean,
an
yeah,
adult to tell you to
probably
stop that.
right.
Like,
Uh, man, you have to think about. You can never forget some of the things you did, as a youngster.
exactly.
You have to think about it, and then you have to, and you had to go through it. A lot of times, I'm talking about you as us. We
Yeah.
didn't get caught, but we were still doing things that we shouldn't have been doing.
We all treaded the line or went past the line or
Right,
like all of us.
right, and I think it's all a part of growing up, man. And if you get caught, then as that parent, then you let it be known this ain't cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you 13, 14, what I'm saying, some earlier, 12, whatever, little girls start to like little boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They start to like little boys. And I mean, you just have to, definitely want to keep that crap at a minimum. But you just got to realize, man, that some of these things, you kind of was, if you wasn't doing it, you knew somebody that was.
Yeah. And the reason why they're so fast is probably because of you. What's that story we heard about the 11-year-old that ran off with the 22-year-old?
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, and it's like you were talking about how that's most likely due to the parents in the household
Right.
and what the kid saw or was trying to get away from that
Yeah.
made her feel more comfortable with the stranger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that same thing of, okay, if you have a fast kid, maybe you're not doing well enough protecting your kid from images and
Mm-hmm.
and imagery of that type of stuff, and maybe you're not talking to them enough about why they shouldn't be doing that yet. That's why it's called being fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's your job to slow them down.
Right.
How about that?
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, being fast, meaning this is something that they are going to do as they get older, meaning
Mm-hmm.
this is something they will inevitably do. We're not
Mm-hmm.
saying, oh, they're going too far and they shouldn't, know what, like, the thing is, it's called being fast,
Mm-hmm.
literally, meaning they will eventually get to wherever this being they're going too fast towards. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so the best way is not to tell them, "Oh, hey, you're like the worst kid. Let me cut your hair off because you don't listen, blah blah blah. How about you just keep talking and
Yeah.
and 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 maybe try and slow them down as much as
That's
possible,
it.
you know?
Mm-hmm. And maybe
Cutting
you
off.
monitor them a little more, like what
Yeah,
you're saying. Stay close, stay a little closer to them.
yeah.
You know. But
Cutting off
yeah,
that girl's hair is gonna make her faster, I would think.
probably so. It's not only gonna make her faster, but it's gonna make her hate your guts, man.
She'll be more aerodynamic. All right,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
look, I know.
Because
I'm
at the end
sorry.
of the day, man, um, that's just a bad move. That's a
Yeah,
bad move. I don't know how else to spin it. That's a bad move. I've
100%.
seen guys do that, cut their son's hair just in horrible, just cut it off and leave some at the top, leave some
Mhm,
on the side. Now he
mhm.
gotta go to school like that.
Yeah. Give him the
Really, bro?
Jefferson.
Yeah, come on, man. What is that proving? What's that
Nothing.
proving?
Not
They ain't
proving
proving a
nothing.
damn thing, man. Bashri say, I think some parents are harder on their kids because of the things they did growing up. Definitely. Not wanting their kids to make the same mistakes. But you can't, and that's the thing, like what we saying now, you gotta let them, they're gonna make some mistakes. You're not gonna be
Mhm.
able to shadow them and mirror them every moment, man. You just
Yeah.
can't. You just have to. All you can do as a parent, what you got to do is you got to. What I think what a lot of parents got to do is just be the best parent they can be.
Yeah.
So, and what I mean by that is you have to, like I said, like what we talked about a couple weeks ago, man. You got to watch what you do around your kids. You have to watch what you do. Some of the things that you do behind closed doors, you can't do around them. Some of the ways you talk behind closed doors, you shouldn't talk around them. You know what I mean? Some of
Mm-hmm.
the interactions you have behind closed doors, you shouldn't have around them. That's called protecting them, not letting them see, at least not letting them see it from you.
Yeah.
Because they may can see it on the internet or somewhere else, but if they don't see their mama and daddy doing it, or their mama doing it, or just their daddy doing it, they be like, "Well, I ain't never seen my mama do that, so
Exactly.
I ain't gonna rock with that. I ain't never seen
Exactly.
my mama do nothing like that."
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if you are raising leaders, not followers, you have to steady plug that into the child's head, man. Do not be a follower. I
Steadily.
mean, that's an everyday,
Every day.
because that gets kids in more trouble than anything when they following somebody else is lead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that has to be, in my opinion, that has to be everyday thing. Man,
Mm-hmm.
don't get caught up in no crap just cause so and so was doing
And
it.
one thing I want to know is, why do some of these parents think that their kids are so tough? You know, like
Yeah.
when you look at certain punishments or you look at how certain parents talk to their kids, and I know you've seen this firsthand. We all have, especially in our community. It's
Mm-hmm.
why do they think that their kids are so tough? Like, yeah, okay, your kid might not be a crier so much, or your kid might be a little mean, or your kid might be a little this or that.
Mm-hmm.
But what makes you think that your kid could handle being talked to like an adult, being cussed out in their face, their
Yeah.
head shaven,
Mm-hmm.
whooped,
Yeah.
like a man,
Mm-hmm.
or like a grown woman,
Mm-hmm.
treated like prisoners?
Right.
I don't get what makes certain people think that their child could handle any of that, or that they should, or
Yeah.
or that it takes that much, and I think that's a lot of it. It's like, oh, they're not gonna listen to anything. What's the common line is, this is the only way I can get them to listen.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Cause ain't no way. I mean, you never should have to cuss your kid out. There's a difference between saying a cuss word when you're talking to them and cussing them out.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be MFing your kid.
No.
Sit your MF and da 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 da. You shouldn't. That's not necessary. F words, MF words, none of those are necessary.
No.
None of them. Uh, Cabana said, "I could be late. I could be late." But did you see the lady Las Vegas Raider fan that berated and disrespected a male New England Patriots fan?
I did.
He maintained his composure and ignored her. So my question is, do you feel the Karen era is getting better or worse? I saw that too,
Me
and I
too.
thought I thought Homeboy handled that excellent.
Yeah, he did.
He handled that excellent. He
Had his dad or his uncle or somebody was like
mhm.
commending him, patting him on the back or rubbing him on the back. Yeah.
He handled that excellent, man. Well, see, what a lot of times you gotta understand the setting where they was at. I'm sure that lady. I mean, she looked it. She was probably drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Being held back by her husband or whoever.
right. But yeah, I thought he did a great job with how he
Great.
handled that. You don't get a lot of that at sports events.
Mm-mm.
Especially you got a New England jersey on right in the middle of Raiders fans, and so
I think I
it's
saw
some
that
mhm,
Robert Kraft gave him some tickets or something like that.
probably did. He handled that very well, man. Because he
Yeah.
could have. I mean, because she was all in his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he could have really got ignorant with her, and
Yeah,
he
he
didn't.
could have lost it. He could have stuck an arm out and strong armed her or anything.
Hmm.
But yeah,
That
no, he didn't.
that just shows that all black people aren't we don't all get outraged like
Yeah.
that. He held
And
his composure.
and I've been seeing more and more examples and videos of us
Hmm.
with the level of restraint that I know we're capable of on
Yeah,
social media. So I've been proud to see that.
that's cool.
But to answer your question, I don't know if I don't think the Karen era is getting better or worse. I think it's just always been the same. It's just these
So
people getting recorded.
that's it.
So I mean, I don't think there's anything to get better or anything to get worse. Like these are typically women that, I mean, they're mad for different reasons. They're not like all a part of this collective, we're all Karens for the same reason,
Hmm.
they're just Karens because they're white women that are are uh that don't make sense and want everything their way and are entitled. So is there an increase of entitled white women? I doubt it. Is
And I
there a
think it's like
decrease?
you are. You
I doubt it.
just when they get a Karen on film, like you said, man, she probably has a lot of crappy stuff going on in her life,
Yeah.
and that person just happened to be in the line of fire at
Mm-hmm.
the time.
Yeah.
But her screaming and hollering about a lemonade stand or you can't park here or something like that, man, that's just the bare minimum. That lady probably is going through it, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going through it.
Yeah. And she
Yeah.
could just be a Karen for that time period in her life. So I don't think it's getting better or worse. I don't got enough to. I don't think
Yeah.
we can follow Karens. These are just people that are miserable, like you said, Vince.
Just miserable,
They're just
man.
miserable
Yeah.
women.
The lovely said the mother had the daughter get on social media and say that did not break her self-esteem and she was not mad at the mother and that was not child abuse. Yeah, that makes it even worse
That
because
makes
she's
it
been made
completely
to do
worse.
that. Yeah, she's definitely been made to do that.
100%. I mean, what kid and have you have you ever like seen kids make laws?
Make laws? No, never
Yeah.
seen that.
Never seen like a Supreme Court where they got like a
Nah,
12-year-old up there.
never
No.
seen that.
Never seen like, I don't know, a police briefing of like, kids handling the briefing and
Uh-uh.
no.
No.
Yeah, so how does this kid how is this kid able to say what was and what wasn't child abuse?
Yeah, exactly.
Just being forced to make a video.
She's saying what the mom told her to say. She was
Yeah.
already in hot water. So whatever the mom said at that point, you right. Yeah, you right. Trust me, she went in that room, closed that door. That mom was all kind of so and so's, and so and so's. You believe that? KB said, you think she should be banned like people want, talking about the Karen. Now, I do think, every cause has a reaction.
Do it.
So I think so.
Yeah.
I would. You can't control your alcohol. You got to get all in this man's face.
Mm-hmm.
Ban her ass. They're not
Yeah.
going to. Yeah, you have to. When you do things like that, you should be held accountable.
100%.
That's
She
much bigger than anything he could have did to her.
much bigger.
Yeah.
And she didn't hold herself back.
Mm.
She didn't like all of a sudden go, "You know what? I'm doing too much. Hey, I'm sorry. Let me take my butt over here and sit down." No, she had to be restrained, hugged, pulled away.
Oh, she was definitely trying to provoke him.
Oh yeah.
Definitely trying. I mean, she bumped him a couple of times. She was begging him to strike her. Begging.
Yeah.
Begging. Yeah. So when you go to that level and you in somebody's personal space like that, I mean, he may could take that and press charges on her because she
Possibly.
bumped him.
Possibly.
That would be considered assault if he want to pursue it. But I definitely feel like, the Raiders should ban her from sporting events because she don't know how to act.
Banner.
She don't know how to act. Stampede says, was the mom trying to instill some discipline because she knows where the young lady is heading, like being a teen mom? Or was the mom a little jealous of the girl's beauty? Or is this just some overly aggressive ghetto crap? Does a video like this happen in middle class home? I think that kind of was a middle class home.
I didn't see it.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely think it happens in middle class homes, Pete. And uh, he said that she see her heading down to like being a teen mom. I would think that it's more that than her being jealous of the little girl. Uh, but I do think it was overly aggressive,
Forgetting intentions.
very aggressive. And I
We
actually
can
think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that it was for views, man.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say we can throw the first question away because her intentions don't matter after she cut her own daughter's hair off for a
Hmm.
video.
Right.
So, bam, a point towards the views. Is the
Hmm.
mom a little jealous of the girl's beauty? Possibly, but we'll never know that. I
Yeah.
mean, and was it overly aggressive and ghetto? It was overly aggressive, and I'd hate to say the word it was ghetto because just because they're black, but
Yeah.
but it was overly aggressive for sure. I didn't see the video. I don't know if there was any ghetto-ness in there. She could have
No,
just
man, it was. I mean, she just cut the girl's hair off.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there wasn't no. I told her. No, it was
Right,
none
right.
of that.
Right, right,
It
right.
was. I mean, the mom was really articulate, and it wasn't ghetto at all. It's just the act itself was ghetto. We could say it was ghetto, but how she was acting, how she was talking, you know,
Hmm.
how they was interacting. She didn't curse. The mom wasn't cursing or nothing like that.
Hmm.
She just chose to cut this girl's hair off, man, which at the end of the day wasn't cool. So,
Yeah. And maybe, maybe she thought this was one of those things where she's like, I'm making a difference. I'm making sure that my daughter, like Stampede is trying to say, she's thinking about where the little girl is headed. I know there's like a movement or there's quite a few parents that are thinking like, well, we have to put a stronger like you have to put our foot down and have like a stronger disciplinary or some stronger like actions
mm,
or control over these young black kids to prevent them from going down the wrong path. I know like that's a movement. That's a thing of where, you kind of got these more militant, parents.
mm,
Um I don't hopefully she doesn't think like I would hope that if that's what she's trying to do, be more militant, be more decisive in her parenting, that
mm-hmm,
there's a father in the household to reel her back and show her how to do that properly.
yeah.
You know,
Hope I don't know. Hopefully, man.
because
Hopefully.
it seems like a mother that is trying to do her best.
Mm-hmm.
I will give her that.
Now, let me ask you this: if even if you're not with the mom or with the mom, would you back up the mom on that, considering what we're saying? We don't agree with that, or would you have a problem with the mom?
I have a big problem with it, and I want my daughter to know that that wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. Now this whole fast thing has to stop, has to be slowed down, but she should, I definitely let her know, yeah, your mom was wrong, and she can be wrong.
Well, see, now, in my opinion, you can't have that conversation in front of the child. So, unfortunately, you can't just out and say, because see, you can't undermine the mom in front of the child. That's not, to me, that's not a good thing. Even if you don't agree, you gotta wait, pull the mom to the side when the child is not in the room and say, you went too far with that crap.
Yeah.
You went too far. When you do it in front of the child, now you're allowing the child to say, yeah, I'm gonna go out and let my dad about this.
Yeah.
Anytime the mom at that point would try to discipline or whatever, I'm gonna tell I'm gonna tell my dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you would get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to, unfortunately, you can't in front of the mom. You can't. Why the hell you do this? And the daughter sitting there, and now she hugging on the daddy. She crying. The daddy consoling her. and now it's her and the daddy against the mom. So you can't do it that way, unfortunately. But you definitely, pull that mom to the side, let them know how displeased you are. You was way out of line. You don't ever do no
Mm-hmm.
crap like this. Don't ever make no decision like this. You know, um,
Yeah.
and without me, when
Yeah.
in regards to our child, never do nothing like that, and vice
Mm.
versa. You know what I mean? Uh, that's just to me. That's just how that should work.
I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, what you're saying, I agree. I remember we talked about that before because that is a slippery slope. Because then what are you gonna say? Like, yeah, your mom was wrong and she shouldn't have done that, and then now you have to rebuild the level of respect and authority level of the mom with the child, because then that's drop down, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. But what do you do, Vince, if the mom continues being like that? Do you now is that a wedge in your marriage where you're like, okay,
If the mom has any respect for you, man, she'll listen to you, and that'll shut down immediately. Now, I can imagine it's a lot harder if you just a baby daddy, and you have no respect. It just depends on how much how much respect the mom has for the dad. If she has none, then it's gonna be he probably have no dog in the fight.
yeah,
She probably look at him, tell him shut the hell up, and this my daughter.
yeah,
But if the mom respects the dad, he's taking care of business, doing what he's doing, and he comes to her and say, "Man, that ain't cool. Don't do no crap like that. No more. Don't make no those type of decisions without me. Don't do that crap." She will consult him before she, make another. Before she, make a big gesture like that. She'll be like, "Hey, she did X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. I'm thinking about doing this." She'll let him know.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, it's just one of them things you never know, depending on how much respect the mom has for the dad. But, that definitely would have set me off, man. And I would have let it be known. And hey, look, man, we would close that door, and, I'd have let her know for sure. That's but cool, man. Don't do nothing like that. Don't that ain't cool. That ain't the way to do it, you know.
Cut my baby girl's hair off.
Yeah, what the hell you proving cutting her hair off? Not a damn thing. Uh,
Mm.
oh, Vicky said if anybody hadn't seen the movie Karen,
Oh,
you need
that's
to
a
check that
movie.
movie out,
Oh
Karen.
wow, I didn't know that was a
Uh,
movie.
Stampede said I was busy earlier, but was listening. I had a buddy who is considered a very good-looking guy. When we go out, he will be offered all kinds of privileges wherever we want. He would get free drinks and people gathered around him. I got in the clubs for free because I was hanging with him. I think pretty privileges exist for men too. Oh,
They do.
really?
They do. Yeah, I told you I had a friend like that. Or have a
Who would buy him
friend.
drinks,
Now I
women or men?
don't. Okay, well, nah, okay. The drinks is a little far,
I've never
but
had
he,
a, I mean,
yeah,
never been with no cat like that where they get free drinks. I mean, got in the clubs
yeah. Getting in
free.
the club or women just approaching him. I've seen that.
Hmm. Yeah,
Now I don't know about the drinks, yeah, or people crowding around him and stuff. Yeah,
crowds around him.
that's a
Man,
superhero.
yeah, yeah, that's a little different. And then they crowding around him because he's just good looking, or they crowding around him because they think he may have, or you know, or
I don't know.
I don't know, man. That's a different one for me. I ain't never.
Maybe he's forgetting to tell us that he's a celebrity.
Because that does matter. If Pete know a
Yeah,
lot of ball players, man. So Pete,
yeah,
is he a ball player, man, or was a ball player? That matters
yeah.
versus him just being a good looking dude.
That's what this sounds like. Free drinks, people gathered around him. Yeah.
Yeah, he got to be somebody.
Yeah, ain't no normal dude, no matter how good looking, walking into a
Nah.
place, a crowd gathering around them. Like, nah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I ain't never had nobody gather around me like that, BJ. Buying me drinks and shit.
Both men and women would buy the man who has pretty privilege a drink. What? Nah, I don't see. Nah, I don't even know where we went. I don't even know where we went.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Vince,
Yeah, I
you
don't
have
either.
nah, it's not even worth asking the question. You know, if
Mm-mm.
you haven't felt like buying someone a drink,
Yeah, nah,
no, neither
nah.
have I.
Uh, bartenders at the club would give him drinks and they would pass them around. A bit of a celebrity. Yeah, he has to be at least a C-list
See
celebrity.
list. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can get if you're a C-lister, you can pull some of that stuff off.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. The right number of people know you.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just Craig that just good looking that work at uh, Walmart warehouse, nah.
Yeah.
You get butted and give you no free drinks, and you ain't got no crowd gather around you either. Craig, good looking ass.
Oh man, like if you were Michael Blackson and the first and like Friday just came out, you were like C-list actor. I could see him walking around and get a little crowd, some free
Yeah,
drinks,
yeah, yeah.
But that's not pretty privilege.
Nah,
No,
nah,
Michael Blackson.
nah.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
ah.
Well, man. Well, look, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Glad to see you back, brother.
Good to
Really
be back.
enjoyed it, man. Really enjoyed it. We kind of started off slow.
Same.
Everybody chimed in. Um, if you decide to get out there or whatever you decide to do for the new year, man, please be safe, be careful. I'm a homebody um, when it comes to um, New Year's. I don't do the New Year's thing. It's just too much going on. Uh, too many innocent people get in trouble on New Year's. So I just chill out. You know what I mean? I just chill out. I'm trying to remember. I think the last couple of New Year's, man, I don't even think I made it all the way through to midnight.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's really for people that are either partying or they still do resolutions.
yeah,
That's all it's for. People partying or doing resolutions. So if you're not
yeah.
partying, I mean,
I'm
it's
not
not.
partying. I can't think the last time I did a resolution.
Yeah, I don't do resolutions.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do the no drinking thing this year.
There's no point. I just did that just for the heck of it, But it's funny because you tell people that and they think you had a problem. So,
Yeah,
if anything, I should do something like make it to work on time every day this year.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. Well, look, man, we're gonna get up out of here, man. I'm getting tired. I will y'all tackle this like button and we appreciate it. And everybody, we'll see you next year.
Peace.